Yo, what does up? Welcome back to Reviews with Jake, where I'm here today to drop you guys an update. You may or may not have noticed that my review rate has gone down the slightest amount the past month or so, and there is a reason for that. You probably can't tell from this angle, this perspective of my set, but the rest of our house is currently in flux because we are moving. We bought a new place that we're moving into early December, and if my calendar falls the way that I think it's going to, that already has happened by the time that you're watching this. Yes, this is a pre-recorded stacked video, as has been the case for the last handful of reviews. Admittedly, I did a bit of cramming. I tried to work ahead so I had a nice accumulation of reviews that I could slowly release while things were in transit. My initial goal was to work ahead so much, have a nice stockpile of reviews that were filmed in this setup, then all of a sudden, bam, out of nowhere, I'm in a new house, new setup, new everything. Be a little surprise for you guys. But then we decided that we're going to replace the floor at the new house, which is going to be a project in itself, and I have some lofty goals for the new setup that I don't think that they will be realistically ready by the time that I'm ready to film the next review with you guys, so I'm just like, maybe this isn't going to be like a bam surprise thing. This might be more of a transition than I originally intended. So I decided that I'm just going to be fully transparent with you guys. The new setup is coming at the new house, and it's not going to be fully polished and ready to go the first time I sit in front of the camera for Reviews with Jake. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. That new setup over there that I want to build is going to take some time to assemble. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm excited about where it's going to be, but it's not going to be there right off the bat. So with that being said, what are the next videos that you're going to see from me? Well, my initial plan was to sweep up and film reviews of movies that maybe got released during my hiatus at the new setup. But since the new setup is going to be a work in progress, and I look at the movies that are being released in 2020, and that is kind of a work in progress too, I think I'm just going to say it on 2020. I think I'm just gonna put a pin in it, because let's be real, 2020 in general kind of sucked for movies. There probably isn't going to be another movie coming out this year that is going to justify the chapping of the ass it would be for me to squeeze in another review here in the midst of the move. You can call it laziness if you want, I'm gonna call it honesty. I've built this channel around my complete honesty, transparency, forthcoming with you guys in my reviews, and that continues today in my philosophy as I finish out the year. So the prognosis is 2020 is a wrap for Reviews with Jake. I have analyzed and reviewed 50 different movies throughout the course of this terrible, terrible year, and frankly, I'm content with that number. Factoring in the sample size of those 50 different movies, I'm gonna compile my best and worst of 2020, gonna film those in this setup, break it all down, put it in a box, take it to the new place, or we're gonna start 2021 fresh with the new setup. My guess slash hope is that 2021 is gonna be a wild one for movies. With all the mulligans that have been pushed off from this year onto the next, who knows what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's also going to be a lot of work. So let's just take a moment, take a breather before we go and punch next year in the mouth. So keep your eyes peeled for the best and worst of 2020 videos coming up to wrap up this year. Thank you for your patience, cooperation, and constant support. And as always, stay safe and thanks for checking in.